And good morning, I'm Daniel Wynn. We have a lot of rain bearing down on green country this morning. We have team coverage to get you ready for the possible flooding. Giselle Puente in the field, Brandon Woolley in here. And first we'll start with John Haverfield, meteorologist John Haverfield here in the Weather Center. John, a lot of water out there so far.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of rain coming down across the area, especially down to the south of Tulsa. Tulsa right now kind of seeing a little break in the activity as the rain ends from west to east. There's a live look from our downtown cam. You can still see some rain still coming down from a midtown camera. Definitely some wet roadways, probably some ponding on the roadways as well. Again, we've got multiple crews out there to keep a close eye on that, but no flooding reports so far, at least around the Tulsa metro area. Thankfully, this little complex is moving pretty quickly. So again, that's some pretty good news. And we're not looking at any severe weather, no warnings here across our area. The strongest part of this cluster down to the south of Tulsa near Henrietta. Again, Okmulgee just moving out of there, moving into the Boynton area over toward Muskogee, Shakota. This line will be moving into your area over the next few minutes. So this is some heavy rain. This is a lot of lightning and wind gusts possibly up to 40 miles per hour. See, Tulsa now, the rain moving out. We're just looking at some very light rain, some sprinkles across the metro right now, and we'll see some drying conditions at least over the next couple of hours. And this line continues off to the north and east as this moves over toward the Arkansas area with time. Back to our west, though, you can see kind of a lull in the activity here behind this initial line, but some more thunderstorms starting to develop over toward western Oklahoma. Those will move back into our part of the state as we head toward mid-morning and toward the midday hours. So rainfall so far at just under an inch here in Tulsa. These will go up as we head throughout the rest of today into tonight as well. Could see possibly up to 2 to 4 inches, maybe some areas up to 5 inches when it's all said and done by tomorrow morning. It's a cool start out there. Temperatures in the 50s. And a little bit warmer down to our south near that boundary. We're in the upper 60s in McAllister, 63 right now in the Muskogee area. We've got some gusty winds, especially within those thunderstorms. Right now we're seeing almost 30-mile-an-hour winds near the Muskogee area. So if you're in the strongest part of those thunderstorms, could see winds upwards of 30, maybe 40 miles per hour outside the storms today. We're looking at winds out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we move throughout the rest of the day, we could see possibly a risk for severe weather as we move toward the afternoon, especially down to our south, closer to a boundary in southeastern Oklahoma. Here to talk more about that, meteorologist Brandon Woolley.
Thank you so much, John. So you can see what we have from the Storm Prediction Center, and this is kind of the setup for today. We are under a slight risk around the Tulsa metro area, and down just to the south around Interstate 40 and especially to the south, we have that enhanced risk in orange. This is our biggest threat of severe weather today. We're talking about, of course, outside of the possible flooding, some hail, some gusty winds upwards of about 60 miles per hour, and some frequent lightning. As John was saying, we're going to get kind of a break with this one line over the next, I would say, 30 minutes to an hour. Then we have the next round of showers and thunderstorms, heavy at times, moving through the lunch hour. So timing things out on our HRRR, this is one model that we use especially during severe weather. That will move away, so you can see kind of that break coming in for the rest of the morning hours. So that's going to actually allow for the driving, the commute out there to go a little bit more smoothly, especially as that line comes through and moves away. But then the secondary boundary comes in between, I would say, noon and 1. Heavy showers and thunderstorms right through the heart of Tulsa. And again, that severe risk, especially to the south of Interstate 40 out there for this afternoon. In terms of what we're looking at for the rainfall amounts, this one model run all the way through tomorrow morning about 7, picking up about 2 to 4 inches of rain across most of green country. Now we want to check in with our photographer John Guthrie. He is live in our storm truck this morning, and he's driving on Highway 75 northbound right near the Tulsa Hills. And of course, we're seeing some frequent lightning from time to time and some of that heavy rain, but it's going to be ending fairly soon, as John showed you on the radar scan. Now I think we have also our elite storm chaser. This, I believe, is Derek Massingale's live shot, and he is driving around for us this morning. So we have the power of our storm truck driving around and also our elite storm chasers as well. And John and myself will be here in the studio to track this heavy rain coming in. And Derek is live on the phone for us this morning. Derek, where are you at and what are you seeing out there this morning?
Heading towards the Broken Arrow Expressway. Had a lot of rain earlier. I was down in Glenpool around 4:30, and it was really coming down. A lot of ponding on the road, as you mentioned earlier, and that's going to be the biggest threat right now is the ponding on the road. The highways do have some ponding, so just slow down a little bit and you get where you're going, and we'll just keep you advised, and we'll stay out here as long as it takes.
All right, our elite storm chaser, Derek Massengale, live on the roads for us this morning. We'll send it back to you guys.